So to summarize, these are the types of activities and assignments that I do with with the different levels on two different ends of the spectrum. With beginning level students, um, I had them do writing or speaking assignments. It should say beginning level reading, writing, or uh, speaking, listening students. I have had them do writing or speaking assignments based on a really controlled activity, and that worked very well. Um, then the personalization of the avatar was a big hit, and also having them do an assignment where they describe their avatar and then using adjectives and be verbs. Um, the freedom to try things out early on in the experience also gave them, I think, self-confidence and a sense of identity within the classroom beyond just that person in the chair who's struggling to make a sentence. And social networking worked really well, especially with small classes where you're doing little conversations with the same 5 people or 10 people every day. Taking them out to a safe place like the shelter where they can chat with other avatars in a safe environment. Or even use voice if you teach them how to do that, is a great way to practice conversation. Um, with advanced grammar classes, in summary, I found it best to make it an alternative and optional way to complete class activities, as in the role play example. And I take, I think, 3 1-hour sessions max to get the students into the in world, get them their account, get them their avatar, and teach them to about Evergreen Island, how to teleport on and off, and that's about it. So once they're in world and safely in Evergreen and have a landmark and know how to use it, I then from then on make it an optional activity, and I've learned that that is absolutely the best way to go, and it doesn't work to make students use it who don't want to use it. Um, and I really emphasize the fact that it's optional, and say that again and again just to make sure they've heard me. Um, and the second way that it's been really useful is and I hope will be useful in the future, is as a class communication tool for distance learning. For example, getting together in there and looking at some grammar examples or discussing a reading. It why I've thought a lot about why one thing works better than another or doesn't work, and I think that the less linguistic, I've come to these conclusions, the less linguistic output ability that the students have, the more success they'll have with assignments in which they do a concrete task that doesn't overtax their communication ability. As I said, something focused, so that they can just do it and talk as little as they need as possible, and then later focus more on a controlled post-production assignment like a presentation or a paragraph. Um, but on the other side, because they have such limited ability to express themselves in English, they need more outlet. They have more need for an outlet for self-expression than, say, advanced students do. This is my theory, and this is what Second Life provides them. On the other hand, the students with more linguistic output ability are more able to use this Second Life environment as a backdrop for verbal or written output independently, because they can move around and ask questions and express themselves with more facility. So speaking, for example, speaking or writing assignments, um, they can do in world rather than after they were in afterwards as post-production, and they can exercise more freedom with Second Life than using it as a medium for their assignments. And they're more likely to want concrete tasks that mirror the classroom activities as well, and that's because I think because of they're more they're more hot to get out of the program and move on to their real classes. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening to me. And here is my contact information. Please contact me. I'd love to collaborate with some colleagues. Thank you.